better than the blowouts. At least we get tested. I like getting tested, man. You put the closure on. I like being tested. Those are the best ones.
As a fan, I prefer the blowouts, to be 100% honest with you. Number one takeaway from this game.
Seeing the reverence that his teammates have shown towards him this entire process has been a revelation. From they took a players on the team vote, who's the best player on the team, not who's the leader, who's the captain, who's the best player. A few guys got 1 vote, one guy got 2 votes, LeBron got 5.
Anthony Edwards voted for himself.
Twice. That Anthony Edwards being asked after this game what was there, and it says LeBron James. Steph Curry calling him the closer. We then, and I know we'll get to it, like have the added, not really basketball, but kind of also basketball, him being the flag bearer for the team, the first ever men's basketball player to do it. We did Friday, I don't think it's posted to social media yet, but Friday after the show, we did a 92 versus 2024 draft of the Olympic teams or whatever.
I was there.
And I'm telling the audience, they were not there because it hasn't posted to social media. And it was based on how good they are right now, not at their peaks, how good they are right now. And Brew had the second pick of the draft and took LeBron James.
That was more to stick it to you, though.
Well, but it was also, I think he's the best player on the team. And I think that in these spots, when you are getting a healthy LeBron James, I think even at a shade under 40, 21 years in the league, I don't think there's a better American basketball player. Now, you can say over the course of a year, I'd rather have Shea because and I know Shea's not American, but because LeBron can get hurt but if you are telling me I am getting Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, all at their current health, and give KD his healthy calf.
Yep.
Who do I want in this coming tournament? I think the best guy is LeBron. And I don't think and I think his teammates think it, and that's how they're acting. And beating South Sudan by a point is not an impressive team accomplishment. But the fact that I think when we first heard about this team, Wilds, I think a lot of us initially thought, okay, so for LeBron, it's kind of ceremonial. It's Diana on the women's team a bit.
A little bit.
Like that when in big moments, once we're not in the exhibition, but in the medal round, and you have to have your best 5 out there. I think a lot of people thought LeBron's probably not going to be one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, your buddy Bill talked about it at the time, talked about it again, giving him credit recently. He's the best player. He's the oldest guy in the league. We're in the Olympics, and because he's healthy, I think he's the best player, and that's remarkable. That's unprecedented and remarkable.
So he's also going to be the flag bearer for Team USA. He was nominated by Steph Curry as well as the whole team, but here's Steph's video that they posted. Take a listen.
On behalf of myself and the entire men's Olympic basketball team, we would like to nominate LeBron James to be the flag bearer for all of Team USA. We understand how much of an honor it is to be in that position, and I think LeBron's entire career, on and off the court, speak for itself as him being worthy of that honor.
All right, so this was a few things here. Number one, this is a magnanimous gesture from Steph Curry, his longtime rival, the two faces of the league, and he basically has put down his sword and be like, you're the man. And he goes on to talk really
now I know
nicely, really nicely about his accomplishments, obviously, on the court and off the court as a philanthropist. And he talks about the school and what he means to basketball in the global community at large, which gets me to this point. Throughout all of USA basketball, it's always been a bit of a professional flirtation. A lot of times it involves KD. KD and Draymond.
Yeah.
What would it be like to play with you? KD and Kyrie.
But it involved LeBron, the original Heatles.
That started at the Olympics of just like, hey, what's going on? So there will probably be one coming out of this group. Yeah. And it's usually it's a first contract guy, where am I going next? So that's why everybody thinks it could be Anthony Edwards. But what if LeBron's list of to-dos, which I like to remind everybody, The guy has a list of to-dos with no incompletes on it. He just has to add to-dos. He's like, okay, Bronny to the Lakers, that one's done. So now he's looking to add one. Is the to-do that he's going to add play with Steph Curry in the NBA?
So, listen, I know you're a busy man.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're not doing the show, prepping for the show.
Did you talk about this
You
on
listen
the
to The
podcast?
Odd Couple on 7 to 10, so you don't always have time for What's Right with Nick Wright
I'm still
Tuesdays and
binging.
Thursdays
I'm still binging.
on YouTube. But a week ago when I said,
Tough ones.
I
Dustin, you gotta let me know.
now would bet that this is more than on the board. That I think LeBron and Steph seem to be enjoying this so much, and I think neither is going to enjoy this coming season.
Oh, that's a good
That's
take.
the LeBron has the option after this year. Steph doesn't quite, and so they're, you know, whether it would be in Golden State or somewhere else. What I said on the podcast, and I'll restate here, is if LeBron plays longer than this next year, if he's like, you know what, I can just keep going, guys. I'm not going to be bad. I'm still, you know, all NBA level. I think he and Steph find a way to play together. Because even, and by the way, at that point, I don't think it's like a super team. I don't think that's like, oh my God, it's like when Steph and KD came together.
Just old guys at the
But just
Y.
old
Like, yeah, let's
guys
run.
that is, and it's just, and I think basketball IQ-wise, stylistically, all of it fits. And I think both of them are going to have these Olympics and win the gold and be like, so we were the two best guys, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're the two best? And then they're going to go
In
to
the world?
or
Yeah,
in the,
pretty much
yeah,
in the world.
and then they're going to go to their teams and be fighting each other for the play-in. Be like, well, this sucks.
Oh, it stinks.
And so, LeBron's approaching year 22 and turns 40. So I don't know if he's gonna choose to play long enough. The other news this weekend was they say the Vegas team's going to cost $7 billion.
7?
That's what they said. They said
LeBron's like, oh!
yeah, you're right. And so
7.
Right. That's why he couldn't take the real pay cut from Pelinka and them.
Gee whiz.
But so I don't know how much longer he's going to play. But I agree with you. I also think for the NBA, which has milked the Steph and LeBron gravy train for as long as possible, if there's any way for them to grease the skids to that happening as a farewell year or two, I think it'd be good for business.
That they're going to play in Vegas? What do you want to do?
No, I'm talking about those two guys playing together. The Vegas thing was unrelated. My point is LeBron needs to make more money. He's got like these NBA max salaries.
What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? What does that mean?
Play longer.
Grease the skids.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Oh, we don't have
Collusion?
time to get to it. I don't know. I'm just saying I think it's in the NBA's business interest for those two guys to play together rather than both those guys miss the playoffs.
The whole thing was very cogent. All of a sudden you're talking about greasing the skids. Is Sirianni on the hot seat? Probably.
Probably.
Eric Mangini joins us
It's
live.
been too long.